should have been a penalty, but no call on the play as Peterson then carries it up the surface, lost control. Robbins just gave it away on the far side wall. Now Dineen on the right point, former Arizona Coyote. Dineen down the right wall, pulls up before the end line. Working his way back to the point, leaves for Matvei Petrov. That second unit out there. Quick shot off the target. It whistled wide by Ben Gleason, who has been a CUDA killer this year. He's got 5 points in 5 games, does Gleason, including 4 goals, and he was oh so close to picking up his 5th against San Jose as the power play is over. And he had assists in his last 3 coming into tonight. So the Condors open up the scoring on their second power play. Raphael Lavoie with the goal. Luka Medulin will rim the puck around the wall to the near side. It's reversed back to the far wing. Merrick leans into a Condor. Dug back into the corner. Now GURYEV for the CUDA. Pokes it free. Luka Medulin directs it forward. Seth Griffith heating up as of late. Before last game, points in 4 straight. Points in 7 of 8 at 12 points during that stretch. Always a threat. 35 career points for Griffith against the Barracuda in 30 career contests. 19 of those goals. Robbins was hammered along the far boards. He's back to his feet. Puck deep in the Condor end. Barracuda trying to put some pressure on to win it back, and it went through the stick of Brandon Coe. He's supported now by Robbins, and it's reeled in. Get into this hockey game. It's the first of back-to-back against Bakersfield. These teams will run it back tomorrow at 6 o'clock at Tech CU Arena. Face off to the left side of Rodrigue. Off the draw, it's pulled in by the Condors, laid off the boards and back to center. GURYEV takes a check, picked up. Bellerive rolled up the wall. Back to get it is Warner for Niemelainen, and Niemelainen is going to ice the puck here as GURYEV is all the way back into his own end to touch it down. Let's go over our officiating crew tonight. Referees Jordan Samuels-Thomas, the former San Diego goal. He had fired it on net, but Rodrigue over to the near post to make the save. Condors back over the line. Dineen had it skip over his blade. And the Barracuda exiting their zone. Oscar Lindblom has the lone Barracuda goal, and that comes in response to a power play tally for the Condors. Now a rising shot by Jacob Peterson. Didn't miss by much. Picked up Luka Medulin, trying to go back post for Peterson, but his stick lifted. Now GURYEV back towards the blue paint. He plays it. Blocked before it reached the netminder, and Lavoie forces it back to center ice. Now Cardwell over the line. Steered it for Rao, went right through him. Picked off the far side boards. Held in Luka Medulin. Thrown to the net. Pinball job is gloved down in Bay Country. Chase Beckham playing post-game, and Hunter Girl playing during the intermissions. Off the draw, Luka Medulin's shot is blocked. Picked up by Cam Bites and lifted off the glass. And back to center. GURYEV goes airborne to glove it down. Cam Bites pulls it in. Places it back for Kemp. Steered up the left side wall, McKay. Over the line are the Condors, working to the net. Good defensive play by the Barracuda to take it away from right. And it's lifted back to center. Condors back over the line. Carried in by Cam Dineen. He's clamped along the far boards. Covering for him is McKegg, and it finds McKegg on that left side. He'll skip it into the near corner. Chased down and returned back to the point. 6:30 left here in the first, tied at 1-1. As McKegg looks to center for Bakersfield, but standing there to pull it in was Nathan. And it's scooped up by Savoy, and he'll skate out of his own zone. Barracuda really settled into this period. Shots are even at 6-6. We're tied at 1-1. Puck went off of Jacob Peterson and down for an ice. So Rao takes the try. He's got his family in attendance tonight from Minnesota. And now Ethan Cardwell with it, trying to stick handle out of his own zone and to get some support. Bourgault, left wing side, Kachula, quick curl and drag that's fought off Romanov, and now skated up the right wing side by Brad Merrick. Merrick has a man draped all over him. He steers it in deep. Romanov has already been forced to make some dynamite stops in the early going of this first period. Condors over the line to the near side, Kajula. Veteran forward for Lane Peterson. Peterson blew a tire on the end boards, readjusts his helmet back onto his head as he returns to his feet. Now Kajula on the end boards. He takes a shoulder check from GURYEV. GURYEV trying to pull it free. The puck does come free. Bellery couldn't reel it in. Minute to go in the period. Peterson shoots from an angle, and it wraps around the glass and back to center. Back to the backhand. Back post. What a good look there for Kyle Rao. The puck still bouncing around, sitting on the goal line, and it wouldn't go. That puck was pinballing left. The net ended up coming off its moorings. A mad scramble on the far post jarred it free. The American Hockey League, as the draw is won by Bakersfield and lifted to center ice. Condors are over the line. Lavoie down that right wing, fired it towards the target. That puck bounces around the boards. Now picked up near side wall, directed off the boards by Lindblom. He gets it back and guides it ahead for Coe. He's over the line, trying to work around Warner, the defenseman, who poked it right off of his blade. And it's back to center ice. Good start to the second. Lane Peterson's pass for Gleason siphons through Mukhamadullin. Now Gleason takes a shove from Mukhamadullin, and it's guided back for Broberg. Right wing side for Lane Peterson. Peterson was part of that Brent Burns trade, traded to Carolina before last season. Ended up bouncing around, and Denis picked back up by Cardwell. Cardwell near side for Mukhamadullin, tied at 1-1. 10:45 left here in the second. As the Barracuda give the puck away, it's lifted back to center by Bakersfield. Both teams making a change on the fly. Barracuda back into the offensive zone. Lindblom works in, shoots, and put it just wide. Great look for Oscar Lindblom. Robbins as he took a sharp turn. Now Mukhamadullin for the Barracuda. Taken away Kajula down the right side. It's swiped wide by Bourgault. So a 2-1 lead for Bakersfield in the second period, nearing 7 minutes to go in the middle frame. It's a shot from well out, save made as it bounces just to the left side of Romanov. Condors now feeling it a little bit after the goal from Ernie. Broberg, rink wide. Steered in deep. Mukhamadullin and Bourgault converging as the Barracuda lifted back. Works his way over the line. Hands off left side right, thrown to the paint, and that puck went off of the left pad over Romanov. And fortunately for the Cuda, no one there to clean up the rebound. Now Castles for San Jose. Sabrin has it in between the circles, loads up a shot, save made. Rodrigue. And it's backhanded out of the zone by Cameron Wright and back into the Barracuda zone. Shakir Mukhamadullin near side Castles. Castles to the middle of the ice. Quick shot by Merrick, and that directed in deep by Warner. Merrick takes a peek. GURYEV rather. He had his pocket pick. Comes to the stick of Mukhamadullin, who lugs it up the near side. Guides it, but behind Peterson of the Barracuda. And now the Condors have it with 2:07 left in the second period. The puck away. Skated out of the zone by Kajula. Left wing side for Lane Peterson. Peterson clamped and spilled to the ice. Good body check by Mukhamadullin. ARTEM GURYEV now for the Barracuda. His pass funnels through traffic, finds a stick of Mukhamadullin, works his way down the wing. His shot blocked. Broberg feeling the effects. Lindblom, the lone goal scorer, had some pressure on, taken away by Griffith, held in by Mukhamadullin, and banged back down into the corner. Just past a minute and a half gone here in the third period. 2-1 lead for the Condors, guided along the left side. This will be an icing against Bakersfield. So the face-off draw will come all the way back down the length of the ice. And GURYEV back to get the puck for San Jose. Shemek guides it for Kaspic, skates it to the red line. Tanner Kaspic skips the puck down in deep. Bellery in on the forecheck to the point. Mukhamadullin for GURYEV, top of the left circle. Back up top, Mukhamadullin, one-timer blocked, and the rebound came to Merrick, and that too is turned aside, this time though by Rodrigue. Now GURYEV, Mukhamadullin tees it up and puts it wide. Thrown back on net, and that puck nearly caromed in. Picked back up by Mukhamadullin of the Barracuda. He's been really good tonight. And now GURYEV back down low for San Jose. Cuda are changing their forwards. And the Condors return it back to San Jose's blue line. Barracuda over the attacking end, though. So Mukhamadullin and Guryev on the ice for the Barracuda. Now Robbins with it for the Barracuda, settling down a rolling puck. And tried to get it for Lindblom. Karam, since that point, Olivier Rodrigue has been letter perfect. He has stopped 27 straight shots since that Lindblom goal. And many of high danger as the Condors win the D-zone draw. And Griffith tries to seam a pass along for Lavoie. Delayed offside against the Condors. Guryev for Cardwell. And now Kyle Rao was skated up the left wing side. As Mukhamadullin's pass is an errant one. Condors over the line. Ernie with some pressure from Guryev. And now it's up the near side boards. Jacob Peterson for the Barracuda as it wedged down in his skates. Griffith leaning on him. Lavoie comes out with it. Lavoie to the point. Gleason loads up a shot. Blocked before it got to the cage. And Cardwell will bank it off the wall. Rouse sprinting up the ice. Receipt to the net. Blocked before it got to Rodrigue. Tapped below the goal line. Castles sealed on the end boards by Todd. We're under 11 to go now in this third period as the Condors get it back to center. Possessed though by the Barracudas. Sabourin has it. Bakersfield making a partial change on the fly. Pirouetting is Sabourin, then working around Peterson. He's leaving Condors flat-footed. Now Lindblom, right wing side, forced to the point. Left dot now Castles, waiting, scanning. Waited a bit too long. It was poked off his blade, but he swipes it for Sabourin. First side, one-timer fought off by Rodrigue. A dynamic stop on Mukhamadulin. Now here come the Condors in transition. Rodrigue stealing this game right now for Bakersfield. Gleason works his way to the net, and he lost the puck behind the Barracuda cage. What a save there by Rodrigue on Shakir Mukhamadulin, who got everything on that shot, but Rodrigue read it like a book, moving laterally from his right to his left. Under 10 to go now in the third. Past the halfway point. Shots are 33-14 in favor of the Barracuda, but they trail 2-1. Connor got everything of the big 6'6" frame of Pooley. Now Sabourin leans into a blast atop the right circle. It's snared and held on. On the blue line. Face off to the left side of Rodrigue. It's won and controlled by the Condors. Seth Griffith will lift it ahead. And Guryev up the near side wall. Scooped up in stride by Castles. Lugs the puck up the left wing side. Trailing was Todd. He's got it on his stick. Todd angle shot off the goal mask of Rodrigue. Clear attempt held in by Guryev. Top the umbrella. Left side Castles thrown to the net, and it's tipped into the corner. Picked back up by the Cuda, and some pressure from behind forces it to center as the Barracuda have to start back up here. 7:04 left in the third. 2-1 lead for Bakersfield. Condors back up the ice. Here comes Griffith over the line. Left wing side. Spots a man. Peterson shoots, and his shot is up and out of play. Under 7 to go now in this third. It's a chat being had. Guryev's got Kajula wrapped all over him. Gleason and Todd having a chat as well as the linesmen are in between those two. Guryev had Griffith and Kajula going after him. This game has not been all that chippy, but maybe starting to hit a boiling point here in the third. Guryev has that tendency to rub the opposing team the wrong way. And Todd and Gleason still having a conversation. Could have some breathing room here with 5:10 remaining in period number 3. 2-1 lead for the Condors. Now Terry Pooley, 77 in white. Guides it right wing side for Castle. Fears it on the backhand, right to a Condor. Recovered though by the Kudas. Mukhamadulin stole it, coming off the bench. Now Sabourin throws it to the net, and Rodrigue makes the save as Castles was dominating performances we've seen all year long. But they produced just the one goal so far. Off the draw, there's a shot kicked aside. Back-to-back saves by Rodrigue. Now Castles threw it to the middle of the ice, trying to get back to the loose puck. Jam wide Todd. He'll chase it down. Keep an eye on the Barracuda netminder. Shot from the point. They score! It may have been tipped through with 4:33 left here in the third. The Barracuda find a way to level the score. It's ARTEM GURYEV from the point, and I think it's going to be his goal. A screen provided, and for Rodrigue, that has stopped everything he's seen tonight, and even shots he has it. That one beats him with traffic in front, and we're level at 2-2. The time of the goal at 15:27. I believe it's GURYEV's goal. If it is, it's his second of his young professional career. And it would snap a 9-game goalless drought. Ernie scored back in the second, twisted in deep. Ethan Fresh to the near side for ARTEM GURYEV. Puck back in the Barracuda zone. It's up high to the point for Gleason. Gleason to the net, just wide. Came off the back wall and put off the outside of the pipe by Adam Ernie off a very fortuitous end wall bounce. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the third. It's a 2-2 score after the equalizer by ARTEM GURYEV. Now Lane Peterson places it into the near corner. Lavoie was outnumbered, and the Barracuda get it back to center. Now Ernie blasted in deep. Romanov for GURYEV. Transfers the puck back to the far side. Mukhamadullin. This is Barracuda hockey on the Shark.